When people want to mod their Wooting, I think they usually think about three big parts: the case, switch, and the keycaps. It's kind of like buying a new PC. I always look at the CPU, motherboard, and the video card first. But there's one more important part that makes the huge difference, that is the plate. If you are just getting into the custom keyboard, especially for the Wooting, I think this video will definitely help you out. Hello, this is Chester from Keeping Tech. Plate is basically the backbone of the keyboard. Ever since the hot swap PCB becomes more popular, plate is a must-have part in most every keyboard build. Well, we still have the plateless build, but it's impossible for the HD keyboards now. Plate is located in between the keycaps and the PCB, and the main job is holding the switch into place. But at the same time, it also changes the typing sounds a lot. When we talk about the typing sound, it's actually made up of a few different parts. First, you have the sound from the switch steam hitting the bottom housing. Secondly, you have the sound from the steam coming back. And third, you have all the vibration traveling through the keyboard and resonating inside of the board. So in a way, the plate works almost like the turning parts of the keyboard. It helps a sharp overall tone, and that is why different plates can make the same board sound very different. And of course, the switch, keycaps, and case are super important too. We will talk about that later. Right now, when we help customer mod their Wooting in the shop, the two plates we use the most are the POM and the carbon fiber. But recently, the PEI has started getting more popular in the custom keyboard market. So here we go, we also made the PEI plate for the Wooting. But let's just start with the POM plate. The first thing you notice about the POM plate is that it feels soft. It has more gentle and a flexible feel. Sound-wise, the POM usually sounds rounder and softer. Sometimes it also sounds a bit deeper and more muted. So if you do not like the sound that too sharp or too aggressive, POM is a very safe choice. We normally use the socket switches and the thicker PVT keycaps with the POM plate. That usually makes the Wooting sound deeper and more thuggy. And the one goes in almost the opposite direction from the POM is the carbon fiber. Because the material is much stiffer, the feedback feels more direct, tighter, and more solid. And it feels very clean and not soft at all. When you type on it, you can clearly hear more clacky sound and more focus. So if you like former typing feel and more clacky sound, carbon fiber is probably the best choice. When we build with the carbon fiber plate, we usually use the clacky switches with thinner ABS keycaps, because that really helps bring out the strengths. And now let's talk about the PEI. This is new materials that only started getting popular recently. Even though it is also the plastic material, it is definitely sit right between the POM and the carbon fiber. It has a little bit more lower and softer round from the POM, but it also keeps some foamer feel from the carbon fiber. What is even more interesting is that when we mod a Wooting, we usually fill the board with all foam to reduce as much hollow sound as possible. But with the PEI plate, we found that the foamless build Wooting is possible. And now, whether it's good or bad, we should let the typing sound test decide it. So for this test, we will still using Tofu 60 tree mount case as the reference build, and we are going to use the clacky switches with the ABS keycaps and also the thuggy switches with PVT keycaps. Hopefully this helps you find the sound that you like the most. So at the end of the day, none of these plates are really good or bad. They just give you a different sound and feel. And if you choose the right one for your setup, it can help you get much better typing sound. Leave a comment below which plate is your favorite, and I will see you in the next video.